Moving on to the first segment of our today's meeting, which is prepared speech segment. Before I call upon speaker number 1, I'll introduce our evaluator number 1. Our evaluator number 1, as already introduced by Sergeant at Arms, is our own beloved president, Madam Toastmaster Geeta. She is the lifeline of our club. The moment Geeta is there, the entire club feels like there is life. Without her, it seems lifeless. We are blessed to have her as the president of this new term, and we are sure we'll reach greater heights under her leadership. We are very glad you are the first evaluator for today's meeting. I now request Toastmaster Geeta to read out the speech objectives of speaker number 1. Over to you, Toastmaster Geeta.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chitra. It was indeed a very precious comment that I've ever received. Thank you so much. Good evening again, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and in particular, my target speaker, Toastmaster Nagraj. Well, my speaker is attempting his level 3 project 1 speech, Project Understanding Emotional Intelligence, and his speech title is The Law of Garbage Truck. Interesting. Well, the speech time duration is 5 to 7 minutes, and the purpose of the speech is for the member to cultivate an understanding on how his emotions impact relationships and vice versa. With this, I wish my speaker all the very best, and over to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Geeta. Our speaker 1 is like an angel to our club. We were badly in need of a terrific personality like him, and he came flying all the way from Dubai for us. A seasoned Toastmaster, our beloved Vice President Education, who is also a Triple Crown winner. He's a mentor to many Toastmasters in various clubs, a social worker who is always keen to support anyone at any time, and is also an aspiring entrepreneur. That's none other than our Toastmaster Nagraj Patil. Toastmaster Nagraj is giving his level 3, project 1. The title of his speech, as told by Toastmaster Geeta, is The Law of Garbage Truck. Over to you, Toastmaster Nagraj.
Suppose your house is on fire and your family got trapped into it. What will be your reaction and why? Do you step back and think, how much is the fire? What could be the consequences if I jump in? Or you start evaluating the situation, or you just jump into the building and save your family. Fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, a very warm good evening to one and all. We the human beings are emotional creatures. We think, we work, we behave on our emotions instead of the logical thinking. Generally, it is considered that the person with high IQ is the best, but in fact, what keeps us moving on is EI, not AI, what our Toastmaster Chetan teaches. Rather, it is emotional intelligence. People with high emotional intelligence typically exhibit a particular set of behaviors. These individuals are quicker to recover from unhappy experiences. They generally less vulnerable at anxiety and are able to channel negative emotions in a positive way. High emotional intelligence can also result in improved impulse control and abstract reasoning, long-term planning and working memory. Emotional intelligence can be broken down into 5 segments: self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, very much important one, empathy, which is most of us missing in this time now, and social skills. Through evaluation of your emotions, you can begin to managing your emotional intelligence. As the objective of this project asked me to keep at least 2 weeks of a journal of our emotions and how they impact on us and on others as well. So let me narrate you a small incident out of it. As many of you know, I've started my batter business. Since it is my new venture, I don't have salesperson. So I do the sales by myself. Every day, early morning, I get up and I hit the streets for the sales. And every day, I meet different kind of people with different kind of emotional situations. And one day, similarly, I was on sales and I reached to one grocery store and I saw there a strange elderly man sitting on a bench, sipping his tea, reading the newspaper, like a typical retired person. And I got into conversation with him immediately. And he was so eager to share his life experiences with me, sensing that I could be a good listener, though I am. We were in this deep conversation, and suddenly a black car rushed out of the parking space and it missed by inches by hitting this elderly man. But the driver of the car whipped out his head and started yelling at us, looking at us with angry face. And this elderly man just smiled and waved at this guy. And I mean, he was really friendly. So I asked him, why did you just do that? This guy would have hit you and sent you straight away to the hospital. This elderly man taught me a lesson, what I now call as the law of garbage truck. He explained that many people are like garbage trucks. They run around full of garbage, full of frustration, full of anger, full of disappointments. As their garbage piles up, they need to place to dump it on. And sometimes they will dump it on you. Don't take it personally. Just smile, wave, and move on. My dear friends, don't take their garbage and spread it all over the places, over your workplace, in your house, or on the streets. The bottom line of this is that successful people do not let the garbage of others over their day. Life is too short to wake up in the morning with regrets. So, love the people, those who treat you right, and pray for those who don't. Life is 10% what you make it, and 90% how you're right, how you take it. My dear fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, have a blessed, garbage-free day ahead. Thank you so much. Over to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Nagraj, for delivering such an inspiring speech where you gave an advice to dump all the garbage. Instead of dumping all the garbage on someone, smile at the people who dump garbage on us. Thank you.